Bill O'Reilly here, Friday, May 29th, 2020. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. The virus pandemic passing 5.5 million cases worldwide, resulting in 350,000 fatalities. And it keeps going up. Europe posting the largest death toll at roughly 150,000 in the last 3 months. Despite those stats, many countries started reopening their economies, and here is a quick rundown of how it's going across the Atlantic. The United Kingdom reporting the lowest daily virus deaths in 6 weeks. The country will begin admitting foreign nationals starting June 8th. But all travelers are required to self-quarantine for 14 days or face a £1,000 fine. New outbreaks in Germany are forcing officials to reintroduce some shutdown measures. The government banning singing and chanting in churches and restaurants, a common tradition in Munich's beer gardens, saying the practice, quote, spreads infectious droplets. In Sweden, the death toll passed 4,000. The Swedes refused to shut down the economy over COVID. The Scandinavian country now has 3 times the number of fatalities its neighbors, Denmark, Norway, and Finland, do combined. Italy, one of the hardest hit countries on earth, 33,000 deaths from a population of 60 million. The infection rate down 90% in Italy since the height of the pandemic. Lawmakers in Rome recently reopened public beaches and piazzas, but the churches and museums remain closed. Spain, poised to welcome back tourists for the summer. Travelers to Madrid and Barcelona will no longer face mandatory quarantines beginning July 1st. Last year, 80 million visitors traveled to Spain, generating 12% of the country's entire GDP. Finally, to France, Paris reporting the lowest increase in new COVID cases since the country locked down in March. President Macron promising major raises for hospital workers in the national health care system. Starting salary for a nurse in France, just $25,000 a year. No word on France's famous restaurants and wineries. No word on whether they will open soon to the public. In a moment, listeners of the O'Reilly Update, sound off. Don't miss it. Right back. When you venture outside, face coverings may be required, and the kind of face cover you use matters a lot. The Boomer Naturals Protective Face Cover is a recommended covering for both adults and children. With 3 cloth layers infused with nano-silver technology, it reduces particles getting to your nose and mouth. The Boomer Naturals Face Covering is comfortable, easy to breathe, easy to speak, and made for excellent protection. They are in stock right now and will ship to you from the Boomer U.S. warehouse. The face covers can be used up to 30 days when you hand wash with soap and water, making them very affordable. Order yours today at boomernaturals.com. And if you use the code BILL20 at checkout, you'll save 20%. Please go to boomernaturals.com, your source for excellent face covers. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. Listeners, sound off. If you would like to weigh in, because we do this every Friday, the address is bill@billoreilly.com. bill@billoreilly.com. First up, Hank in Thomasville, North Carolina. We have gone over 100,000 dead in the USA since the virus hit us. What I would like to know is how many of those people really died from the virus or something else like old age. Well, it's impossible to know, Hank, because each individual hospital files a death certificate. The statistics from the Centers for Disease Control in Atlanta say about 80% of the fatalities are folks over the age of 65. And of everybody who contracts COVID, less than 3% die in the USA. Lucille in West Palm Beach, Florida. Do you or your staff, Bill, ever investigate conspiracy theories concerning people like Fauci, Gates, Soros, etc.? There are many, and some of them are disturbing. Lucille, I never spend time on conspiracy stuff. I am 100% fact-based. Now, if you present a fact to me, or you say it's a fact, I'll check it. But it better be there in stone. I wrote the book Killing Kennedy about the assassination of JFK, and there are no more conspiratorial theories than in that incident in 1963. But we used a fact-based approach, and I think that's the best book ever written on JFK's death. Jim Knox, Jacksonville, North Carolina. Bill, you have said many times, if we don't reopen or if the kids don't get back to school, President Trump might lose because people will vote based on their emotions and they'll be angry in November. Trump supporters do not and will not blame the president for the pandemic or the economy. I estimate about 33% of Americans will not vote for Trump for any reason. Jim, your stats are a bit low there, but I will tell you that the mood of the nation will mean who wins and loses in November. If the economy's on the upswing, if the pandemic is tamped down, Donald Trump has a good chance. And the bookies, the people who take money betting on the election, have him out in front of Joe Biden. But all of the polls have the former vice president beating Donald Trump. And the president's approval rating on the pandemic is going down. That could turn around quickly. Polls right now don't mean very much, but if things don't turn around, Donald Trump's going to have a hard time in November. Okay, this comes from June in Louisville, Kentucky. Bill, I totally agree about voting by mail. It should not happen. If people can stand in line at stores, they can stand in line to vote. I agree 100%, June. Too much potential for corruption. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve the message by putting it together. For more news analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com for the best pandemic coverage. In a moment, something you might not know. A former White House economist says there's a 100% chance of a recession and predicts 1 million jobs will be lost in April. So many Americans are moving to physical gold and silver as a recession-proof safe haven for their retirement. American Hartford Gold Group is a trusted leader in gold and silver, and they make it simple and easy to get started. They're family-owned and have an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. Very important. Until you hold a precious metal in your hand, you'll never fully know the experience of being in control of your own retirement. If you are listening to me right now, the American Hartford Gold Group is offering new clients up to $500 in free silver. All you have to do is give them a call, 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text SILVER to 65532. Please call the American Hartford Gold Group now, 877-444-4653, or text SILVER to 65532. Now, the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. In 2019, more than 40% of all Americans traveled between May and September for a summer vacation. The average family of four spent about $2,000 on the trip. The biggest destination in the USA, the beach. Each year, Dr. Beach releases his list of the best sand and surf spots across the country. So if you're looking to grab some sun after the national lockdown, here are the best beaches in the USA, according to the doctor. Number 10, Beach Walker Park near Charleston, South Carolina. The island is best known for its professional golf courses. 9 goes to Coronado Beach in San Diego, a lovely place. Governor Newsom's shutdown allows people to swim in the water, but folks are banned from sitting in the sand of California beaches. Many are ignoring that order. Number 8, Cape Cod. Beautiful beaches in Massachusetts, but beware of sharks. Great whites have migrated to Cape Cod to feast on 50,000 seals. The predators are spotted swimming, sometimes close to bathers. So if you want to reenact Jaws, the Cape may accommodate, but it's a very beautiful place to visit, that's for sure. 7th spot goes to the Big Island of Hawaii. Tough to get there now. All visitors must undergo a mandatory 2-week quarantine if you visit the island, and you will not get tan in that quarantine. Number 6, Caladesi Island off Florida's Gulf Coast. Its isolation means fewer crowds, the sand only accessible by boat. Now for the top 5. Lighthouse Beach in Buxton, North Carolina, Outer Banks, followed by Oahu, Hawaii, that's Honolulu, Cooper's Beach in Southampton, New York, and North Carolina's Lifeguard Beach in the Outer Banks as well. And the absolute best beach in the USA, according to Dr. Beach, is Grayton Beach State Park at Santa Rosa, Florida, up around Pensacola area. The shoreline boasts the finest white sand in the world, with some visitors saying it actually resembles snow. The beach, a great trip for many Americans in the age of COVID. Back after this. There are thousands of abandoned animals in the USA that need our help. I am partnering with Delta Rescue, the largest no-kill care-for-life animal sanctuary in the world. Founded by actor Leo Grillo, who left Hollywood to devote his life to saving abandoned animals. Delta Animal Sanctuary is a one-of-a-kind rescue unit. They are staffed by trained attendants who look after each animal, providing them water, treats, toys, and affection. Support Delta Rescue and put your legacy to work. Each life-saving gift helps Delta fulfill their mandate to rescue and care for animals. Request a free estate planning package at deltarescue.org/bill. For a limited time, please watch The Rescuer for free only at deltarescue.org/bill. The Rescuer is an award-winning documentary about Grillo's 2-year rescue of a family of 21 dogs abandoned in the wilderness. deltarescue.org/bill. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.